Hey Tiger fans, Mark Fitzpatrick from the Tiger Club of Kansas City. We're at the Westport Flea Market on Tuesday, January 21st. Our guest speaker today, Mizzou head wrestling coach Brian Smith. Brian, you make the effort to come up here every year and we really appreciate it.
Yeah, I think I've been here probably 15, 16 times now of the 22 years, so it's fun. It was a packed house.
Yeah, boy.
A lot of wrestling people
you bring
came
them out.
back, and it's just fun. And I think I took 30 questions of knowledgeable people of the sport of wrestling. So the Kansas City area has been great for the fan support, but also when you look at our roster, the amount of Kansas City kids on the roster, it's fun to see.
You're in your 22nd year. You're coming across 5 straight finishes in the top 6 in the country. Right now ranked 23rd. But you're pretty optimistic on the future of the program with this team and what you have coming in.
Yeah, this team can, we're starting 6 freshmen and sophomores, so they're growing and maturing and they're going to get better. They're talented young men, and the effort they're putting in the practice room. And then when you look at the future, our recruiting class this year is ranked 4th in the country, and the couple number 1 recruits coming in, that Mizzou wrestling is going to continue to thrive and do great things, and it's exciting.
A couple individuals I want to ask about. Brock Mahler is ranked 5th in the nation at 149 right now, 18-1. How's he look going forward for possible national honors?
He could win the national tournament this year. He's a true sophomore, but placed out there last year, was an All-American. This year he had a little slip up this year and didn't wrestle well in a match and lost, but since then, he's one of the most consistent kids I've ever coached. The way he practices, the way he competes, he just gets the job done all the time, and he's special.
One of the greatest names in wrestling, by the way.
Brock Mahler. It is tough, a tough name.
Another kid I want to ask you about, as you mentioned, you have a ton of kids from Kansas City, but one I want to ask you about is Grant Leith. He's fought through a lot of injuries. Still nationally ranked, though, but he's had a tough season on the injury front, but it seems like he might be coming around.
He is coming around. I mean, it's a struggle. He's had 3 season-ending injuries. He's in his 6th year of college, I think, right now, where he should be done, but he's been granted 2 medical years. So, and I just tell him, let's get through tomorrow. Let's get through today, and look at it that way. And he wears a shoulder brace, his neck brace, so I think it's more of a mental thing right now where he's doing. It hurts his body, but it's the fear of, man, is the next time I step on that mat, is it going to get hurt again? But he's having still that success. He's ranked in the country. We're looking forward that he's going to turn it on at the end of the year, like we know he can, because he's an All-American already.
Right.
That he'll step it up.
And I want to mention, of course, he's from Kearney, Missouri, which is in this area. One thing that is very clear to the people you're talking to here today is the TigerStyle. You're not just concerned with how these kids perform on the mats. You really go for a total person program in the community, academically. How have you built that?
I think every coach does it. Ours is TigerStyle, and it's taught through stories. It's taught through behavior and giving positive reinforcement to behaviors. So it's a constant thing in our program that I think we have it, and it's written down everywhere they walk, or when in the recruiting process they're sent things. It's a constant where they're seeing or being guided on behavior that I think our kids are, figuring it out. And then you have leadership of the older kids that come through the program and that are still in the program, but juniors and seniors. They're living it constantly, and they're in grad school and having success and leadership in the SAC and whatever it may be. Those guys are doing it right and teaching the younger kids how to follow. So there's a constant, guiding of behavior of TigerStyle in our program.
You brought a couple special guests with you here today.
Yes.
Your wife, Denise, I think it's the first time up, and I know she is a key part of your program when you're entertaining
without a doubt,
recruits and families.
I think Denise could be the mayor of Columbia. She knows everybody. She's the nicer, and she's the most enjoyable person in our family for sure. And so, but first time, we've been married 26 years, here 22, and she's never been to this, so she hears about this talk all the time, and I tell her all the crowd here. She's decided to drive over with me today, and so that was neat. And of course, Mark Ellis came in today too, so having national champ Mark Ellis here, and he brought his good friend Chase Kaufman, who was his roommate in college. So Chase had to live with Mark and Ben Askren in college, so Chase is a pseudo wrestler. He had to learn on the living room floor from Ben, so it's fun to have all those guys back here, and a lot of my families were here. the parents were here of a lot of the wrestlers, so it's a special place, Kansas City, to me.
Well, I want to say that you represent the university very well, and we are very proud to have you as a wrestling coach, and arguably maybe the greatest coach in Mizzou history in any sport. So, Brian, thank you for coming out. So you can follow him on Twitter, or Mizzou Wrestling on Twitter, #TigerStyle. Hey, folks, next week we will have head softball coach Larissa Anderson here at the flea market. Don't forget our golf tournament, April 20th at Lakewood Oaks Country Club. For more information on that and other events and membership, check us out at kctigerclub.com.